The medical bay aboard the trading vessel Fortune's Edge hummed with alien technology that made Jake's teeth ache. He lay on the biobed, watching the blue-skinned nurse tend to his injuries with practiced efficiency. Her forearms moved in perfect coordination, applying healing gel to the plasma burns across his chest while monitoring his vital signs. "You know," Jake said, trying to distract himself from the pain, "on my world, when someone saves your life 3 times in 1 week, there's usually a ceremony involved." Nurse Kayla's large golden eyes met his. She possessed the typical healer caste features of her species: elongated limbs, translucent blue skin, and those mesmerizing eyes that seemed to hold starlight. "What manner of ceremony?" she asked in her melodic voice. Jake grinned despite the burning sensation in his ribs. "Marriage. Guess that makes us married now." He expected her to laugh or at least show some confusion about human humor. Instead, Kayla's movements stilled. Her forehands paused mid-motion, healing devices suspended above his wounds. The silence stretched between them like the void of space. "You do not deny this bond," she said finally, her voice carrying an odd weight. "Well, no, but I was just joking. Among my people, the healer's bond is sacred. When one saves another repeatedly and both acknowledge the connection, it becomes reality." Kayla's golden eyes darkened to amber. "You have declared us bonded. I have not refused. By the laws of 3 civilizations aboard this vessel, we are now life partners." Jake's mouth fell open. "Wait, what? Wait." Captain Morris burst through the medical bay doors at that moment, his weathered face creased with worry. "Jake, thank the void you're alive. When that Groken raiding party hit us, I thought—" He stopped mid-sentence, noticing the tension in the room. "Did I interrupt something?" "Apparently I just got married," Jake said weakly. The captain's eyebrows shot up. "To Kayla? But she's bonded to him by the healer's covenant." Kayla finished, her voice firm. "He saved my medical supplies from the raiders. I saved his life from their weapons. He declared our bond. The covenant is sealed." Morris scratched his graying beard. "Son, do you understand what this means? Healer caste bonds aren't just ceremonial. They're genetically encoded. Kayla's people evolved this way to ensure their medical specialists always had protection and support. Once bonded, she'll be compelled to prioritize your well-being above all others, including herself." Jake tried to sit up, wincing as the movement pulled at his injuries. "Kala, you can't be serious about this. I was making a joke." "Humor often reveals truth," she replied, resuming her treatment with mechanical precision. "Your species is known for this. You say what you mean, even when you claim otherwise. But I barely know you. You knew enough to risk your life protecting my medical supplies from the Groken raiders. You knew enough to fight beside me when they cornered us in the cargo bay. You knew enough to shield me from that plasma blast." Her forehands worked with renewed intensity, applying healing compounds to his wounds. "What more does one need to know?" Jake stared at the ceiling, processing this information. The past week had been a blur of emergency repairs, pirate attacks, and close calls. Through it all, Kayla had been there, patching him up, keeping him alive. He'd found himself looking forward to their conversations during treatment sessions. Her laugh when he told stories about Earth, her gentle touch when changing his bandages. "The healer's bond isn't slavery," Captain Morris said gently. "It's partnership. But Jake, you need to understand the implications. Kayla's people live for 300 years. They bond for life. If you go through with this, there's no turning back." "I have already bonded," Kayla said quietly. "The moment," he declared it, and I did not refuse. "My physiology has begun the change. I can sense his pain, his heart rate, his emotional state. This cannot be undone." Jake looked at her, really looked at her. The way she held herself differently now, more alert, more focused on him. The subtle blue glow beneath her skin that had intensified since his joke. The protective stance she'd unconsciously taken, positioning herself between him and the door. "What happens now?" he asked. "Now you choose," Kayla said. You can accept the bond and learn what it means to be truly partnered with a healer, or you can reject it and live knowing that I will spend the rest of my 3 centuries feeling the pain of incomplete bonding. The weight of responsibility settled on Jake's shoulders like a lead blanket. This was so typically human, wasn't it? To stumble into something massive through careless words and good intentions. But looking at Kayla, seeing the hope she was trying to hide behind professional composure, Jake realized something else that was typically human: the ability to adapt, to rise to unexpected challenges, to find meaning in chaos. Okay, he said, finally. But I have conditions. Kayla's eyes widened. Conditions? First, you teach me about your people, your culture, everything I need to know to be a proper life partner. Second, I teach you about humans, so you know what you're getting into. And third, Jake grinned, the same reckless grin that had gotten him into this mess. We do this right. If we're bonded for 300 years, I want to make sure they're good years. For the first time since his joke, Kayla smiled. It transformed her entire face, making her alien features warm and beautiful. These are acceptable conditions. Captain Morris chuckled. Well, I'll be damned. Leave it to a human to accidentally marry an alien and then negotiate the terms after the fact. Is that unusual? Kayla asked, genuine curiosity in her voice. Darling, Jake said, already falling into the rhythm of partnership, you're about to learn that everything about humans is unusual. That's what makes us special. Kayla's 4 hands found his 2, and Jake felt the first whisper of their bond settling into place. It was warm, reassuring, and completely terrifying. I look forward to 3 centuries of unusual, she said. Jake squeezed her hands gently. Just wait until I introduce you to Earth food. Then you'll really understand what you've gotten yourself into. The medical bay filled with Kayla's musical laughter, and Jake realized that maybe, just maybe, his careless joke had led to something extraordinary after all. After all, wasn't that the most human thing of all? To find love in the most impossible circumstances and make it work anyway.